Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Stories, the Path of Destinies. Okay, that just sounds cool. Anyhow, we're going to be doing something a little bit different with this series because, now, before I get into this, I don't actually know much about the game. I've only played enough to get the basic controls. But what I do know is that every now and then, at the end of every level, as it were, you are given a decision, a choice, which seriously affects your game. And, you know me, I am indecisive as all hell. So, ladies and gentle sirs, the decision is yours. When it does come up, I will read out the decisions, I guess, and ask you what you want to do, and you will then have until I post up the next video to, to comment on that. And say which you prefer to... Does that sound cool? It sounds cool to me. So that you guys get to play along, as it were. You'll get to vote on whether you want the first or the second option. Anyhow, let's dive in. And please forgive the cursor. Anyhow, let's just do a new game. Let's do this thing. Yes.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows." She rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Any minute now.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Oh, man. So... I just love the idea that this great pirate has promised to protect someone. Like, dude, you were a pirate. You know how foolish that is. Come on, you never promised to protect anyone. You just spend your whole life protecting them and... Seriously? Yay! I quite like this, by the way. Alright, let's do this thing. I love the art style of this game. So we've got a flashy sword and a flashy cape and... Oh.
The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner. Which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Ha ha! Hunger! This is not too difficult. Then again, tutorial. Alright. How good are we going to be at countering? Well, that guy didn't hit. So. Alright, lovely. Let's kill some scrub ravens. Ah, crap. I should say I loved the gameplay in this. I really do. I don't know why. It doesn't look hard, but it actually is quite difficult. And there's a certain rhythm you get into. Oh, it's so good.
He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid
I like that we're still referring to him as the kid. And shoot! See, I can bounce him off the walls, but I wanna... Eh. Can I hit the bridge? No. Ah.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renato going to get a hero sword? Ore and wind essence? Perfect.
Yeah.
A hero
There
sword.
we go.
QED.
I love this, by the way. We got all these swords that we'll make over the course of the game. Like this one. Level 1. Look badass. Best upgrade ever. I actually kind of liked his original sword, but oh well.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Ah, poor Renato.
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Cute, said Renato. Ah, ravens.
Okay, so the kid's name is, what was it, Peter? Alright, come at me. I've got a hero sword now. You scrubs are no match. Especially not when I keep staggering you so you can't attack me.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Convenient tutorial altar. Yep, skills. Skills are awesome. Yep. And we only have one we can take. So.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking.
I actually forgot that.
The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
So I think that is awesome. Oh, go on. Yeah, there we go. And we're there.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kessel run in 12 furlongs. Well, so the salesman told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter! But the kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its eye beam.
Ooh. Okay. Let's not let that happen to us. Oh. Eh.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Ah, well, poor kid. Alright. These can sometimes contain, like, sword upgrade parts. So, just gonna smash all of them. Yeah. Come on. Give me some ore, some wind essence, something. Oh well, actually nothing but health. Oh well.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him.
Where are you running, rebel?
Cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back.
Where can you run?
Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job.
Take us to the rebel base. I will spare your life.
It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
So, even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could sometimes come up with harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Or, you know, a legendary artifact which defeated the lost gods. Oh, I see, although it was split into 2 pieces, and we think we know where one of them is. The armature. So, ladies and gentle sirs, Lapino or the Sky Ripper? Simply start your comment with 1 or 2, the word, please, not the number, so that I can just search up real quick and easy and do a count up. And 1, of course, for Lapino, and 2 for the Sky Ripper. And we shall see where this adventure shall take us. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy the idea of, you know, continuing in this merry adventure. Like I say, I'll give it a couple of days so you guys have some time to vote on it. But, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, like and comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Bliznub, and this is Stories, the Path of Destinies.